feel like being a Spotify DJ right out now. What up, guys? We're gonna go take this book and read it some more. I don't know, I just love their voice. I don't even know what gender that person is. They're probably not because they're AI. My gender is in question. Anyways, we're gonna dig in. Oh, I feel like there's just so many things to do. Like I just keep thinking, like stuff keeps happening, things keep going on. But we're gonna finish it off. Oh my gosh. Well, I gave up. I've been trying to use AI to help me design my year-end collage, but I think it's about to be fired. Anyways, we're reading a book. Where were we? Colors Fabricated is where we are. Woo-hoo. Here we go. Although there was the night, I let all the words out. 24 by 36 white poster paper, acrylics, insanity, slowly, rainbow-colored. But I could see where the blacks and reds absolutely lost it. After only preaching positivity and the chaos of indecision, I let them all out, and they came. Insanity slowly was the first lyric layer to hit the page. Then all of the negative words came out of the painting, smearing and blurring the last layer of sadness, making it all run into one and making none of them matter or be recordable. For the record, this never happened. Because it is gone. Because it cannot be searched. It's not seeable. They wanted to record the moment or write each set of words down. But no. So I let you go away. A little sadly, I kind of miss that piece of artwork that never existed. So, oh well. It happens. And next piece is called 1,000 Words About One Image, but I don't know if I want to read the full 1,000 words about the image, so we'll see. Because a picture is worth 1,000 words. My love, thank you for another best day ever. We sat on the steps down to the lake, like it was our own front porch. Eventually, we took the plunge and swam gloriously out. Breath beneath strokes was when our feet lighted on the bottom of the endless ocean lake, and we held each other in the rain. It's also a little gross for me to go through this because it's not a spring. It is visibility is like this, and I didn't have a mask. When you dive gear on, I'm looking back and I'm like, don't go in that water, Jenna. That's what my godmother talks to me about all the time. Seeing each drop hit, bounce back up, then have a perfect circular dot about an inch above the water before its final descent to drop all of the others in an accumulation, but not without the consequence of hitting a multitude of circles issuing from the dot, the endless rings on the tree, the endless ripples circulating throughout the ocean pond. I was constantly singing song lyrics into the oceanic, into your breath, into your ears, struggling with the curls of your hair to break the sound through. I love you. I found the lyrics to songs you'd written past and sung them back at you. Your smile, ear to ear. I can hear you, baby doll, everywhere. It's also just like a little hard to like read that. It's about a ex-lover that I don't love. I don't not love him. I just wish the best for him, but I don't really want anything to do with him. I don't spend time not loving him. How about that? Then we procured the camera in between the drops where we were calling HEOO. This is what it must be like there, or simply to die, lover by side by side. I love you always. Endless. Union again. I can hear the music video, the song you've yet to create, the one that will facilitate this day. And then a little like nook at younger Jenna there. What if you just wrote your own songs? If you hear them in your head, you don't just wait for your ex to write them. Those collabs never went so well. Yeah. Sometimes. Sometimes. Time. Sometimes. Time. Ending. I skipped the rest of that other one. Excuse me. Hey, DJ or artist Nessus. I'm so glad you're here, and I'm so sorry about your family member. But yay, live streams. Hi. Also, first time seeing this. I'll just say thinking about you. Hugs. Fur about an ending. How can we end real life without death? The story will never be finished, nor linear. Cyclical thoughts and trailing memories constantly swirled back. No finishing, no ending, no closed chapter on a book. Constant and ceaseless triggers. Remember when, 2010, wet asphalt, these petals streaming, a lake-like effect before effervescent resonance. The afternoon, my minivan. Even now, years later, minivan a gone. Every year the petals fall from the spring trees, pink, moist, delicate, and become floating messages in the puddles, saying to me the aforementioned poem again and again. Remember when you were starting this? Remember when things were going good between you and him? Remember when? There is no ending in keeping on with living. The only ways to refocus and reconfigure reactions to the constant remember me's. And kind of funny about the minivan, it says it's a gone. And it's been so long, I now have another minivan. Like, what is this? You do one thing long, and I feel like, I need a minivan. Well, I'm so glad that you made it, Mr. Artist. I feel weird to call you that, but it's your username. How about I just call you D or Don or whatever you want? Tell me your preferred name for this platform, and I will talk to you. So I'm glad to see you. Glad to be live. Catch you in a live stream. Can't elope. She washes her hands with leftover dew. Plants way of bringing her morning. I will remember you. Every afternoon, she bathes in the rays of past tense, sun-dried tomatoes. Night comes, washes over her bed covers, tiny dots to let her sun shine through, reminds her that morning too will come to renew. Sometimes time, sometimes time. What do you think? Is it time to do another song? I don't know. All right, this is a very short one, a very censored one. It's called Blank is a Blank? Just censoring myself. Quit answering yourself. Sudden fear and incapability of want, of hetero blink, you will blank. My blank has turned into a blank. I feel like I just need to say all the words. Just gotta say them. Gotta let the consequences rain down. I don't know. Sometimes time. Sometimes time. Broken down or up. Maybe this world does not exist. D-N-E. It is in denial of itself. Because a world where her she and his he are parted instead of partnered could not be. Even in the post-apocalyptic, the two would still be one. The cosmic lovers for eternities. Eternity. I feel like this book is so old, I'm just gonna let it go. So I know I edited not Star Shooting, Starlight. I can't name the next book Stardust because I can't remember which one I wrote first. Either my second or my fourth poetry book. Sometimes time. Hamburger habits. At least the phantom vomit smell in those has been replaced by fermenting wheat paste, and that smells of blue cheese. Everything reminds me of everything. The blue of the movie, the cup filled with blank. I've been blanking myself, guilting myself with non-feeling. I'm gay. I don't know how long I've been this way, or how it came to be, or how long I've been covering it up, or trying to find an oriented woman in a sea of straights. But a breakdown doesn't wait for a commercial break. 2 slit blanks won't wait 15 more minutes until your show is over. I hope you don't check your voicemail while you're alone. Love letters are not the same shade anymore. Hate. I meant it. I try to deny it, find a new word to try it. But I mean it. I mean it to you, and I mean it to me, and I mean it to most of society. Only a few are trying, but never hard enough, never polished enough, never shouts and screamed, never is enough. This is really hard to read and sad, and I don't feel these ways anymore. Trying doesn't make it so, doing makes it so, so do it. But where have the habits gotten us this far? The same place we were 7 years ago, under the same favorite blanket. But habits die hard, and sometimes they won't die at all, but people will, and do. From hamburger habits, from beer and wheel habits, from smoking habits, from chair to screen habits, from complacency, from love lust habits. But how did we come from on top of the world, wildest dreams come true, to drunkenly pooping in the parking lot? That is a sad poem from a sad person. And I want to say I hope she got better, but hi, I did get better. Yay, that's nice. Oh, to be a teenager. I keep always oh, I wish I was a teenager again. No, you don't. You can't see my armpit hair from here, can you? Oh, there it is. Okay, I don't know. Sometimes time. Begin consistence. The constant stumbling of self-discovery, bruised and bumped, but not bleeding. Drinking, placing, not shaking from changing, but only from the cold of barely breathing. The conscious choice of making a choice for long-term choices. Commitment to a decision. The choice is chosen. no longer shaping constantly, simply in a groove. Grove, not a groove. In a groove, not a grove. A forest within with infinite possibilities. Stable, simple, one track minded. This is hard. This really is not a fun read. This is what it feels like to be young. She asked me to cut her hair off, and I did. It took us this long to be drunk together. 4 years later, and we still got someone older to buy us alcohol. This is what it feels like to be young again. Skateboarding, whiskey in the street, being challenged to make out, getting to, skinny dipping in your mom's pool, shaving your head, not bald, but mullet. Bodies, our safety. After all those years, underage, we finally found some fine trouble to get into. Without any trouble, except finding the laptop, figuring out where you'd gone to, and catching your plane in the morning. You were always taken away. She told me you lived with her and David for a week. I wish I did, then too. Possibility for negative after effects. Stumbling, blood pressure less than the ground, forcing saltines into me, repeatedly being told to sit down, pleading to be let to see my family, the accusation of street drugs, and finally, hugs, eternally long, family embrace, sleeping while being held upright, being part of a herd of pregnant girls slaughtered through the mill. This was determined to happen. Excuse me. I feel like I should be doing this outside. It's so nice. An abandoned blank attic's fix. 1. I'm so attached to these locations. I've already moved in. Remember that moment when we walked over there, the vividness of it all, the sharpness, the clarity in my mind. The pictures seemed to lack the days they called upon to thrive, but the grain and static take up the slack. But my mind remembers clarity intact. 2. We had been living in the post-apocalypse. 3. In minutes, I couldn't become attached, except to the wonder and unknown. 4. I didn't recognize you from the first of glances. Hot, cold, air, breeze. Busting, dusting, safe spaces filled with asbestos. Skip a bit. Home. This was not yet abandoned. It seemed to have moved in. And then ran away. Oh, I have another book that I'm working on called Body. It's like poetry out of a lot of these different books that all relate to like the body. But I haven't been doing good at finding anything for them, except I think I just remembered one that I just read today, so I'll have to scroll back through and find that. The end of this very long poem ends, brushing teeth every morning, every night, stands for stability, but can't stand me. Excuse me.
Oh man, someone sent me 5 text messages. I probably should read one of them, right? All right, let's read. Well, I'm still. Okay, well, I know where I went to. Now I just have to find where we were at. This one's called Too Young. It's another short one. As I said, city nights are church, religion, in the orange haze and harshness of no grass underneath, wet concrete. Here's to you two. Thank you. I keep thinking you will die before I see you again. When I run after you and kiss your hand, you give me life advice and I keep it under 100 and drive off to go sick. I cry because I can't think of life without you or her or you two together forever. The kiss in the emergency room. I'd rather lose myself so I don't have to lose either of you. And I know you think the same of me. You've told me, protect the baby when we walk the roads. We were always dancing to take those old records off the shelf. Moni Moni. I wish I could have taught our dog how to sing, or even had loved him better. I toddle around like a baby in big shoes. Of course there is, when you put me in your cowboy boots and took some of my first blanks, dancing with the body of a woman and lusting after being a baby girl again. Just take those old records off the shelf. I'll sit and listen to them by myself. Says music ain't got the same soul. I've got that old time rock and roll. Still got that old time rock and roll. Soothe the soul. Reminisce about the days of old. And that old time rock and roll.
Another word for repetition. Back to the paradise in the countryside, Grandiose Farm, where eventually we would meet again and try so hard not to make blank on the 70s kitchen counter in my yellow-orange turtleneck. But right now, you weren't there, and neither was I. Somehow the night had turned late, with McCabe and Craig on a final whim, so we'd started our separate ways. He called and said we could have a party out there. The men with matching beards, they were a comfort to me. We weeded weed, we needed weed. Weed caused me to feel things I'd been denying. Waking up to the hot of the sunlight inside my sleeping bag at the 5 a.m.'s morning, and knowing of smelling of campfires and needing to be at work. You'd taken their car, you hadn't come back. You'd gone on the implication that you were to see your daughter, but you'd never even met her after that. Just an excuse to go blank someone. When the words hit, I've met someone. Their sound still resounds, even now. The fake insincerity, the fake sincerity lingering in your voice. This was the last time that I participate in excessive calling. I called you over and over and over again. They thought you were out with me, but you were just gone. Those words, my words for the night, he is gone. And the words of the next day spoke. I've met someone. Back and forth. He is gone. I've met someone. He is gone and met someone. But he's always been gone. He was never there. An extension of who I believed in him being, the potential of becoming. And he had to keep telling me he was lying. Even when he was done lying, months would pass and he'd keep saying again and again. Months and years passed. I'm a new man. I've set myself in a different path. I won't be like that anymore. But he isn't, because he never was. He never was anyone but an invisible man. Good grief, no wonder I was messed up for so long after that guy. So sad. Sometimes time. Time. Atop rooftops, alone. 8th grade. My tight emo jeans of Wednesday things on the deck, on the verge, on the urge, on the edge, slicing cut. But emo tears rained down, soaking clothes to the bone, before she and I did it alone. Before I did rooftop sitting alone again, and portraits of jumping, but not of unaliving yourself, as kids say nowadays. That's not what I said then. Just don't know if that's another trigger warning word. But of flying, like how, as a child, my parents retold me of trying to flying. Red towel is a Superman cape. Today I will learn how to fly, starting by jumping off. But I never seemed to be allowed to learn. Blank. Is it disgusting or is it beautiful? How an image of a woman's blanks become idolized. Is it a reflection of blank in the media? Or does it reflect the human need to be nurtured, that we are malnourished, that we reflect aggression into physical action, the truth that we are looking for, is in deblanktualizing the body. Excuse me. Hello. Hello. Bug Zapper. The beauty of everyone, the anti-beauty of perfection. Because of the impossibility, only held in images and quick glances. The way her hair moves, the way her lips make words, the clothes she wears, the secrets we know she holds, longing to be on the inside of another she. Inducted union secret tree. A girl, local, but whose beauty never came from internet territory. An impossible stalk, a never could I ever, online, in person. I could never find a chance to talk to her. My friend at the time told me she was straight, and I never had a chance. I let it lay, cool, distant, wondering how to be friends, still in the obsessive imagery of beauty, perfection, inspiration, to a fault that would wonder, in my mind. Skip a little bit. She was a mirage, a mirror image for the longing society has put stock in overly perfect women. An icon, an image, pasted up in front of her face. Great at makeup. Anything else? And later. The chase, endless, relentless, perfection in a face. False. But in the moment, she is all you can see. So I'm left chasing down perfection in mirror image reflections around at the she. Break the lake, dive in, drive down, country road, gravel paths, fast corn beans, fireworks, no moon that night to be seen. She is breaking my heart, and she is all I could ever wish to be. Broken perfection. This is like a really rough book. Not gonna lie. You can take a nap. End of questioning. End of questing. Questioning. All of the answers are none of the answers. There is no answer to life is balance, and that there is no answer. At the end of the quest, at the end of the questioning, there is no answer echoing back from the silence. The peace, it is found in exploration, endless questioning, existence. I'm going to end our poetry session here. Oh, there's a lot of comments. How many books have I made? Oh, a lot of books. I keep doing them like every, what is it? Every year. Yeah, since 2013. So whatever that math is. Plus or minus a few books sometimes. Yeah, I think it's been so long. There we go. There's a moderator button. Yeah, I just realized I gotta go, guys. But thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. And I'm glad you're here, especially Dawn and Milk. This new moderator. Welcome to the team. And yeah, just stream again later. Have fun, guys. Bye.